Oh boy. Just to give you an idea of how slow I'm going, I'm pretty much walking. I've been riding for an hour and a half. I've gone 3.8 miles.
I've been pushing my limits my entire life, and for the most part, I could handle just about anything. But something has changed recently, and not just the color of my hair. Things that used to be easy or routine are more difficult. And I guess that makes sense. The human body changes as we age.
Oh man.
And as much as I want to fight that change, I'm slowly learning to accept it. And maybe not just accept it, but welcome it. Through every difficult transition in my life, I've become a better person. I'm more patient, and I feel like I have more empathy. And I'm maybe even a little wiser, who knows? But besides all my recent struggles, I still love this. And I'm incredibly grateful that this is my life. I love being outside. I love moving my body. And I love connecting with wonderful humans. That'll never change. But I might have to take it a little easier from time to time.
I think I can. Those old children's stories are full of wisdom, aren't they?
So now that I've gotten all that out of the way, let's talk about this little adventure, my first of 2026. I'm in southern Arizona to ride the Madrian Rugged Ramble. Or at least that was the plan, until I cut the route short. I'll explain that in a future video. And if you know me, you know that I love riding through desert landscapes. It's my happy place. And I haven't explored this particular area, and I'm excited to check out the Arizona Trail and these smooth gravel roads. As always, I'm riding the Priority 600 ADX, the adventure bike that I helped design with the low-maintenance pinion gearbox and Gates belt drive. This route calls for carrying lots of water, so I'm loaded up with 6.5 liters. It's heavy but necessary because water sources are few and far between. Okay, I think it's time to get started.
Sometimes it's hard to eat a giant burrito at 6 in the morning. I love burritos, don't get me wrong, but that's a lot of food. I'm not used to eating this early, but I know that I'm gonna need a lot of calories because I'm gonna be riding my bike all day. So I'm trying my hardest to finish this thing. Whew, all right, I am full of beans, which is my preferred fuel. And it is time to go. The sun is coming up over there and I'm feeling good. I stayed at a hotel right across the street, the Red Roof Inn, the cheapest place I could find, 90 bucks. And there's my bike, all ready to rock and roll. And I'm feeling really good to be here. I love the desert. No flatties, no crashies, no whammies. Let's go have an amazing experience. Now at the famous airplane graveyard, the boneyard, I think they call it. I remember riding by here in 2009 when I rode a cruiser bike across the country. So this is pretty awesome. Right off the bike path here is the airplane graveyard, and there are hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of old army jets. Fascinating place. From what I know, it's a decommissioned airplane storage. And it's pretty cool. It's like straight out of a Hollywood movie. So I've been riding for about 10 miles, mostly through the city. I think I'm on the outskirts now. And I've been doing a lot of self-talk, a lot of pumping myself up. I'm intimidated by this route. It's gonna be hard, and it's gonna be hot this week in the 80s. A lot of the route is on the technical single track of the Arizona Trail. Water management is going to be a thing, especially with the heat. I hope I have enough water. I should, and it's just been a while since I've been on a solo bikepacking trip. And I feel a bit out of practice. But at the same time, as I've been riding out of town, I feel like, I've done this so many times. I've been bikepacking for over 20 years now. All I have to do is ride my bike. I can do that. I can do that, right? I can definitely do that. Finally, I'm free of the noise of vehicles rushing by me. Now I am on dirt, and it should be dirt for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week pretty much. And right now I'm heading into Salwado National Park, just a little bit. Look at that, National Park Service. This is quite a gate. Let's go have some fun. Loma Alta Trailhead, and here are some of my buddies I might see out on the trail. Gila Monster, Desert Tortoise. And there are the famous Salwado cacti. They are so cool looking, I love them. I always like stopping and reading the informational signs in national parks, and this one's pretty funny. Cowboy country. Cowboys are asked not to shoot up the town. Newspaper headline during Tucson Rodeo Festival 1925. And down here, blowing off steam with a Colt revolver and a bottle of rat gut whiskey was an antidote for a life of grueling, solitary work, dawn to dusk in rugged country in oppressive heat. Of old cattle tanks and a windmill up there. Check that out. I love old stuff. I love history. When I'm in places like this, I like to imagine what life must have been like back in the cowboy days, late 1800s, early 1900s. A lot of hard work, What I'm doing for me is hard, but I'm choosing it. I'm choosing to ride my bike out here in the middle of nowhere and call that fun. The people back in the day, they did it for survival. That's a different thing, different game. But I bet you, if this tree existed back then, they probably sat under this tree in the shade and enjoyed a nice moment of solitude for sure. Woo-wee! Here we go. Okay, I've been riding for about 2.5 hours now, and I feel like with every pedal stroke I take, I gain a little bit more confidence. And it's not like I don't ride my bike every single day when I'm home in Boulder, I do. But out here is just different. I'm riding a very heavy bike with 6 liters of water and camping equipment and food, and I'm out here on my own, and when I'm at home riding my bike, something goes wrong, I can easily find a way home. Out here, I have to fend for myself, which is the allure for me of adventures and bikepacking, is problem solving and just getting out here and doing hard things, because I think it's very valuable to do hard things. And I've been doing it for over 20 years now by bike and by foot when I'm ultra running. And I woke up this morning pretty anxious and nervous about all this. And I still am a little bit. I'm just starting the adventure. But I do feel better. And I think that comes with just getting out here and doing the thing.
You know, I'm doing the thing now. I'm not thinking about it anymore. I'm not staring at maps. I am here. I am riding in Arizona. That's a cool sound. What a pretty bird call. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere over here. But I love it. It's definitely better than the sounds of cars whooshing past me like this morning. I'm guessing from here on out, it's gonna be a lot of nature sounds. Maybe some airplanes flying overhead. But this is why I do this, to come out to places like this and be totally immersed in a landscape, in nature. And now it looks like I'm on the Arizona Trail, which is an 800-mile trail from the border of Mexico up to Utah. I would love to ride it someday. Most people hike it. My buddy, the hiking Viking, has done it. And it would be like this type of terrain all day long, I'm pretty sure. And it goes across the Grand Canyon, which you can't bike across the Grand Canyon. You actually have to carry your bike on your back. The wheels of your bike cannot touch the ground in Grand Canyon National Park. Isn't that funny? But someday, that one's on my list. But for now, I'll just get a little taste of it on this ride. Check this out. Oh yeah. Look at that. And what's cool about this bottle, it has a filter right here. It's a catadine. And you just do that, and it filters as you squeeze it into your mouth. Here we go. I want you to know that I have this camera here using a cactus as a tripod. You know, I want to get a different angle, a little bit further up off the ground. So up until now, the trail has been pretty smooth, but now we're getting to more of the technical stuff, and it's very slow going. I get off quite a bit and go through little areas like this because it's just, I stuck my pedal there. It's just not worth raging through here and slicing a sidewall of a tire or breaking something or crashing, breaking your bones. So I'm taking this with a lot of caution here, which is all right. It's nice to get off and on and move some different muscles, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's not a whole lot of riding right here. I just found the perfect place to have a little snack. Look at this picnic area. It even has shade. Oh, this is so nice. And I am finally hungry enough to eat after that giant burrito at 7 a.m. this morning. And I'm gonna have my favorite fig bars here. I love these because they're just easy to eat. They're nice and soft and chewy. You know, I still eat energy bars because they're full of calories, so are these. Probably about almost the same as an energy bar, but these are a lot easier to put down. I didn't see this when I came in here, but I'm very excited about it. Let's see. It looks all wet around here. Should work. Oh, yes. No way. All right. Thank you. Amazing picnic area. You know, when you get a few more calories in your body and you chug some water, you feel better.
You know, I was kind of hitting the doldrums. You know, I'd been up since 6 in the morning, riding since 7, and it's 12:30 midday, and I was just kind of like, you know, feeling that, how you feel at the middle of the day. Now I feel awesome. Ooh, look at the beautiful saguaros. High five. You know, there's not a lot of shade in the desert, but I'm getting it right now. Another reason why I'm being extra careful riding on this trail is because I don't want to crash into one of these. These are, yeah, kind of evil. And they stick in you like a barb. This is the first long, sustained uphill of the ride. Oh, hold on. Do a little bump here. And yeah, it feels good to get my legs turning over. My winter legs. And I just noticed this castle-looking home up there. Humans are so funny. Who built that? That is just out of place for sure. But I guess that's why you come to live in the desert. So you can do weird things. Desert people are pretty artsy, I have found. And I was just thinking, you know what? I appreciate that people build castles here because we don't have old style castles like they do in Europe. So at least somebody's getting it done here. A little tricky through here. Check this out. Quick ole. Ole, ole, ole! And we're heading across a road. Look at this, civilization. This is cool. There's even a place to push the button so you can cross safely. The lights go on. No cars. I am at an official Arizona trailhead here, and I want to show you something. They have these resupply lockers here, and as you will see, there are tons of gallons of water. And there are instructions here. Take only what you need, leave the rest for others who might be counting on the supply. Don't leave food or trash. Sometimes at these lockers, there are specific names on the bottles because people have cached for themselves specifically, so you don't ever touch those. None of these have any names on them, so these are essentially public. And most of this water is for hikers that hike the entire Arizona Trail, and it's supplied by volunteers. It's really cool, kind of like a trail angel. And I don't need any water right now because I'm all full, but it's pretty cool that this exists so that people can safely hike or bike the Arizona Trail. I'm only a few feet from the locker I just showed you, and I stopped to see this sign here, and it's not a historical marker like they typically are, and I'm going to read it to you. This location reflects connections that enrich our lives. The creek, the road, the railroad, the bridges, the trail, and the mountains. They all connect people, nature, history, and community. This trailhead was rededicated on January 4th, 2012 as a community response to the connections that were broken when 19 people were killed or injured at a public event in Tucson hosted by Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords. We hope this special place helps you renew your own connections to the land and to each other. And I remember that day clearly. I was just saying that it's so cool that the volunteers bring water to these trailheads to make sure people's lives are easier when they're hiking this trail. And then I'm reading this sign, and it's just such a dichotomy. Humans can be so beautiful and kind and thoughtful and generous, and then evil and lost and full of anger. And man, I don't really know what to say. We, this world, our country, we're so divided. I think we need more kindness. We need to stop and reflect about how beautiful life is. And I get it, like some people's lives are so hard, I can't even comprehend it, and that drives people to do evil things, but it is not an excuse. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to make sense of something like this. You know, there's school shootings and massacres all the time. But I stay positive knowing that there are way more good people on this planet than bad, and I truly believe that. Ole, 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 ole. Woo! All right. Ole, 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 ole. Great acoustics in that one. What's up, Shadow? How's it going? I haven't talked to you all day. Good to see you. Looking strong, man, looking strong. Going up. Up, up, up. You got this. You got this, buddy. Check this out. I'm a little bit off the route. I saw that there was a place called The Lake. It's literally called The Lake, and it's right there. There's a little bit of water. So I have water access and amazing campsites all to myself. Oh, what a great day. Oh, I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched. Here I am. And look what I carried with me all day, warming up in the sun. I ordered 2 of these burritos, and now it is dinner time next to my lakefront property. I was thinking about jumping in the water, but it looks kind of green in there. I've jumped in worse, but I'm just not into it right now. And it's a little bit chilly, actually. But I am a little sweaty, sticky. You know that like ring around the back of your head where the helmet makes contact with your hair? It's always just crusty and sticky. in the back of your legs, in like your elbow area, like right here, you know, where I don't like sleeping sticky. So I'm gonna wash off a little bit with my magic little mitt here. John of John and Mira fame taught me about this. Put this on, get it wet, and just clean yourself. Oh, I feel a lot better. And it's funny, when the water like dripped on my face and went in my mouth, I could taste all of the salt from today. I love desert sunsets, even when there's not a whole lot of color in the sky. There's not one cloud to be illuminated right now, but I really love it. Oh yeah, I can see it peeking over the hill. Let's do it, moon, you can do it. Ho, ho, ho! Sometimes moons need a little, you know, cheering on. Wow, it looks much better to my eye than this little camera, but it's still pretty impressive. Today was a beautiful day, you know, and I say that at the end of essentially every day I'm on a bikepacking trip. It's such a gift to be able to be here doing this for a living, riding an amazing bike, having all the gear I could ever need to make this happen. And I don't take it for granted. Like, this truly is special. Not everybody gets to do this. So I'm trying my best to enjoy every moment, and I think I am. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm going to sleep because that sounds really nice. Buenas nachos. That's the moon through my tent. Good night, moon.